It's not every day that you come across a 24-year-old research biologist who's won a huge international grant to photograph one of the most beautiful places in India. So when we found out that Rishabh Jaggi is the lucky one, we knew we had to reach out to him. And this is how our conversation went. Thank you, Rishabh, for joining us today. And it was wonderful for me to hear that a 24-year-old research biologist has, gained such a huge grant, such a prestigious grant. So I want to begin by asking you, what does this grant entail, and how did you manage to win this?
So this grant is one of those amazing grants. I mean, being a photographer and being a filmmaker, you always look for grants like the Nat Geographic grant or some other huge grants like that. And this is the first time they are giving this grant to the emerging photographers across the world. And it's been given to just two photographers across the world. So I'm one of them, fortunately. So I've won this grant I've got this news in September 2020, and I won that grant at that time. And after that, it's been such a great time working with them, and I'm working with them upon a story that I pitched in one of the places where I've worked previously, in Pong Dam Lake Wildlife Sanctuary. It's in Kangra, Himachal Pradesh. So I'm working there with this grant, and it's an amazing opportunity for me to pitch my story and I mean to put my work out there, and it's amazing. So the work that I'll do, it would be published there in California Academy of Sciences, and it would also be exhibited there in their annual exhibition where they also portray the other winning photographs. So my work would be published there as well. It's an amazing platform and an opportunity.
So exciting, especially the Pong Dam Lake wetland that you were talking about. It sounds like a piece of heaven on earth. So tell us, what makes this place so special that this grant, it got your grant this way.
This dam was built in about 1975. So while I mean, the people building the dam would never have realized that this was built for all the humanitarian reasons, for agricultural irrigation purposes and electricity generation and flood control and whatnot. But the people building the dam would never have realized that it would be such a heaven for all the migratory birds that reside there and for all the wildlife that resides there. So it's kind of a thing that it's a human made. The lake is human made. The reservoir is human made, obviously, but it's now serving as a huge purpose for the wildlife. So it's a dam. The reservoir hosts about 250 to 300 species of birds around the year, and especially in the winters, it hosts about 100 migratory species, of which, as a research biologist, I've seen 65 species myself. So it's an amazing wetland and hosts huge number of birds actually. So whenever you will visit other Ramsar, it's a Ramsar site first of all. So Ramsar site again is a site. It's a big designation to given to some of the wetlands. In India, there are about 30 Ramsar sites. So it's been given to the sites which host either a huge number of population of birds or some other exotic wildlife species, or they are somewhere in the IUCN category as vulnerable or endangered species. It hosts about 30 to 40,000 bar-headed goose every year, which is about 40% of the population of its species. And apart from bar-headed goose, the northern pintails, the shovelers, there are so many migratory species, the waterfowls, of which there are thousands of them in that area. Apart from that, it hosts huge number of some critically endangered species of vultures as well, as you have already talked about the white-rumped vultures. So it hosts about several hundreds of them. So white-rumped vulture is not that common, and uh, it's already getting low day by day. So it hosts this endangered species in quite good numbers. Apart from that, there are certain mammals from right from sambar deers to jackals to the cheetal, etc. Because the lake is in the middle of the Shivalik Hills, and beyond that there are Himalayas. So you will get a beautiful view when you are there that there are Shivaliks, and beyond that is the Himalayas, the Dhauladhar range. So uh, the wildlife, it's an abode for wildlife because it's at the amalgamation of this lake and the forest. So there are both the kind of wildlife that you get there. So it's an amazing place, host amazing diversity of birds as well as other animals.
And how is the grant going, and how are you making the most of it currently?
So currently, I mean, I'm able to do a lot of things that I was not able to do previously. due to the constraint of the cameras and the lenses. So I've already hired a lot of equipment. I'm going for a lot of things that I've not done before. I'm hiring long range telephoto lenses because of the funding that I'm getting. So a lot of flashes I'm hiring as well, renting as well. So yeah, taking pictures. I'm trying to getting close to my subjects, which I was not able to do before due to again the limitation of my lenses. Because when you get close to your subjects, I'm trying to build hides there as well to photograph jackals very closely. I've also rented some GoPros which I can fix there and put them there and control it with my phone so that I can take pictures of the animals up close and personal. I
Mm.
mean, when you go eye contact with with those animals in that amazing landscape, get very close to them due to your lenses and all, then it can create an amazing impact with the audience as well. Also, I'm interacting a lot with the locals this time, which is part of my story. The local fishermen, the local communities that go fishing into that lake, and other, the villagers as well, and how basically my story revolves around how the lake, the reservoir, the water level, the dynamics of the water level influence everything around that area, because the water level is not constant. It increases a lot when in the monsoons, and after that it starts getting down again due to the high supply towards downstream of the lake. So it starts getting down and it opens up huge northern plains as well. So again, the northern plains, it's a thing, the Gangetic plains and the northern plains. So the plains open up when the lake gets down. So it opens a huge area, which becomes such an abode for wildlife. So it's all about the dynamicity of that reservoir, which creates such an amazing mosaic of habitat there. So I'm using the grant to photograph all these characters, right from humans to the animals, everything.
Wonderful. Sounds so, so cool. Can't wait to see your work at the end of this project. So, congratulations once again, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.